boys? Welcome back to the channel where we do shit COLTS way. Today, what I'm gonna be doing is doing a EGR, put the block off plates on the EGR. I know everybody's gonna be like, oh, you say all you had to do is unplug it. Well, yeah, that is all you gotta do. But I got this piping kit here I'm gonna put on. Cold air, hot, cold, charge pipe, and a CCV reroute, and it won't fit with my EGR in place. So what we're finna do, put them block off plates on today, and I'll do a full piping kit install video later after that. So what we gotta do is show you what step one is. So I got this, any kind of penetrating oil. Most people use PB Blaster. This stuff I got at the office at work. I can use it, it's free. I don't have to go to the store and spend any money. So what you need to do is go to the truck, lift your hood, and there's gonna be, might have to get a flashlight, but there's two bolts down there. One on the left side is prone to breaking off. So what you do is you get your penetrating oil spray. There's two bolts there, two bolts there. Two bolts, there's one right there and another one right there. And then you follow this pipe down, there's two there. I'll get a flashlight in a minute. And there's also two, one there and the other one's down there, you just can't see it. So there's 4 bolts, but what I'm trying to say is you got to spray them. I started 3 days ago in the mornings when it was cold, and then at night when I got home when it was hot. So I sprayed it 2 times the last 3 days, and it's cold right now, but like I said, that one down in the bottom left will break off, or it's been prone to. So what you got to do is you got to get your truck, get it up to operating temp. I'm finna get on the interstate and suck up a few Cummins, maybe dust out of Duramax, and I'm gonna bring it back to the house, and I'm gonna loosen them bolts. I'm gonna hit it one more time with the penetrating oil, and I'm gonna try to break them bolts off. And I'm gonna go step by step, and we'll do this, but that's the first thing you need to do is get some penetrating oil on them bolts a couple days before you wanna do this. So let me get my flashlight and show you where the other two, and then I'm finna go get on the interstate, like I said, suck up a Duramax or something. So let's roll. What y'all think of that, son? Okay, so there's see if I can do this with my other hand real quick. So there's one of the bolts right there, and on the other side, you can see it right there. That's the other one. That one on the left, that one right there is the one it'll break off. So like I said, there's those two, this one, that one, and that one, and that one. So before you do this, a couple days before you do it, spray some penetrating oil on it where they'll break off, or where they'll bust loose easy and you won't break one off. So I just kind of wanted to show you with the light before we went ahead and did it. I'm finna spray them one more time, and I'm gonna get on the interstate, and we'll throw the GoPro on or something and roll out. So I'm back at the house, and a lot of people, first thing they're gonna do is they're gonna drain their coolant. I'm not gonna drain it because I'm gonna put a bucket under where I'm gonna do everything. But this right here, twist that, you can put a hose on the end of that, and that'll drain right there, drain your coolant. There's also a secondary. It's right where that little thing's coming down. On the front of that, it's a little twisty thing, like on the other side. Like it drains from this, and there's a twisty knob on right there that you turn, and it'll drain right there too. If you want to drain your coolant, put a bucket under it, you can. I don't know how much coolant's in the EGR. I think it might be like less than a gallon. I don't know, but most people I've ever seen do it, you know, don't do it in your garage, because when you take it all off, it'll spill some. But I'm gonna just put a bucket stuff up under my truck right there, maybe a mat or something to catch what does fall. So I wanted to start off with that. If you want to drain it, twist those 2 things I showed you. Make sure to take the top off your radiator, and that way the air will suck it out faster. But I'm not draining mine. All right, I got it on that bolt on the left. I'm gonna push down pressure on this so I don't strip the top of the head out, but I'm gonna twist it. I heard it look. All right, Well, hell, that one come out easy. I don't think all of them are gonna be that damn easy, okay? Remember that. That ain't all gonna be that easy. So that one's busted loose. I'm gonna go just through here and bust all these loose, okay? Oh. Some bitch is in my way. I think I can just pull up on that. Yeah. You rip that shit out the way. Go here with this. And try to, that ain't on there all the way. So what I got, I've seen other people do this. I'm gonna put this little, I don't know, U-joint wobble socket on there. And then that way I can get it at the angle. You'll probably have to have one of these. So let me put this on and we'll see if it'll work better. All right, so get your flashlight where you can see something, you dumbass. And, all right, let's see what we got here. Bitch. All right, that's loose. Now I'm gonna go through here and I'm gonna loosen all the other, the two main ones are done. That's the only thing I kind of wanted to video. So I'm gonna loosen this one, the two that go on 1 and 2, and then 1 and 2. And when I get them all loose, I'll start the video again. I don't think I have to show you how to loosen the bolts. I showed you on the first two, that's the hardest ones. So let me loosen them. All right, so I got all 4 of them bolts busted loose. I'm gonna take the intake off now, but I didn't want to take everything off and then I had trouble, like say that one hard bolt was gonna break on me. Well, then I had to put everything else back on. I couldn't have done nothing. So I wanted to make sure I could bust the bolts loose first. So now I'm gonna turn it around and we'll video taking the intake out. But first, I'm thirsty as hell. Let's roll. Okay, when you take your intake off, there's gonna be a little 7mm bolt right there. I'm gonna unscrew it with this, and then you're gonna have to unplug this sensor right here, and there's a clip here. You just push these clips, one there, and there's another one right there. And then I'm gonna loosen this clamp, and then I'll start the video then. All right, in order to take the plug off the area, there's a red tab under there. I don't know if I showed it. There's a red tab. You gotta get up under there and pull that tab back. You'll hear it click. Well, you son of a, there it went. So then it just, once the tab's out, I believe you push up on the bottom and it should just, well, I done ripped the whole fucking tab out. So pull that damn tab out and then some bit should just pull off. Oh, then you push up, okay. So once you pull that tab out, once you pull that tab out, you don't pull the tab all the way out like I did. You just pull it back a little bit and then you push up or push down on this thing so it comes out. I ripped the tab out, but that should have buffed anyway, so that's what you gotta do. Now, I've undid all those, okay? And, damn, I'm about to fall off the damn truck. I ain't got no room in this son of a bitch. And then you pull this coolant line off, and it should just come out since I loosened that, okay? Now, it should just come right on out. I don't know. Like I said, I ain't never done this shit before. So, pull that out, and now it's out of the way. Boom. Now I'm gonna get a rag, shop rag, and put it in there so nothing falls in there. Now I've got all this room for activities, so let's roll. Okay, so next part is to kind of just get everything off of the EGR. So this is a dummy plug. This plug went into it, and then this plug went right here. If you've just got your stuff unplugged, they'll already be out of the way. If not, you're gonna have to undo this plug, and there's a vacuum line right here. Should just pull that off. You're gonna hear it, okay? And then your new kit that you get, you're gonna have to take, see, I plugged that up like that. So I should be able to just, I ain't got nowhere to put my damn phone. Hopefully this works. I can't see what my phone's seeing. It's on a big tripod, but this should just, everything I've ever seen, they just pull this sucker off. Yeah, pull that off and then put this on. So leave that. I'll probably get a zip tie and zip tie it right there too on the bottom. but it's on now, so. All right, y'all, there is one thing I forgot to kind of go over in the video. So I've made the video, and then when I was editing, I realized, so you know that vacuum line, when I was watching the video and I pulled the vacuum line and I plugged it and it was a 90. Well, all I did was pull it off and put this thing on, but I never showed you this thing. So this is gonna come in your kit, your block off plate kit. All it is like a little rubber thing with a dead end cap on it. So what this is, you just put it on there, but I never really showed that in the video. So I'm just going back to show you that your block off plate, your block off plate kit is gonna come with one of these. So you pull the 90 off and you plug it with this. So I missed that part, so I had to go back. So what I'm gonna do now, Mike can do this with these clines, I don't know. There's gonna be some coolant right here that comes out of these lines, probably a little bit. So just put this down here, soak up anything. Like I said, I got that bucket under the truck. I'm gonna disconnect this line because we're gonna reroute this. This is gonna go from here to this. We're just cutting this piece out. So I'm gonna unhook this. I don't know if I can do it with this. Might have to get some dikes, I don't know. So probably gonna be some coolant coming out right here. Yep. See, you got them. Put this son of a bitch up out of the way. This will be up. You're gonna leak some. Good thing I had that down, that paper towel there in my intake. So you're gonna get that on them big jobs. So I'm gonna take this out now of my intake and stick some fresh ones in there. I caught all that, nothing went down. Don't worry, you're gonna make a little mess. But so just fluff these up a little bit, stick them some bitches back in there, and just kind of clean up my mess. I'm gonna pause the camera now and clean up my mess some, all right? Now what I gotta take this apart too, right here. I hope you can see. I gotta take this apart, I'm gonna cut that, and they give you a metal barb, and I'll show the video when I do that, but I got all that out of the way just because I want to move it. And now I'm going to undo these bolts all the way. They're loosened right now. Now I'm going to undo them all the way, and we'll pull these pipes out. Okay, so like I said, I got everything loose. I got one of these things. I don't know if y'all have ever seen one of these. It goes on my 1/4 inch impact. It's flexible. It's badass. Get one. So now I'm going to go through and take all these bolts out. There's one. There's two. Try not to lose your bolts, cause. So there's this one. And this one. Might get it under here like this. So I got two there and the two on the bottom. Can't really see. I can't get the camera in there, so you just have to watch me do it. But I think I can just get them loose and hopefully just pull them up with it without them falling off. All right, and there's another bolt here that holds it on this bracket. It's 8mm as well. Got to use the old strong hand so it won't break it. So, no biggie. Shut up, Luke. Broke it loose. I know this is taking forever. but I'm just showing y'all step by step. So that's off. All right, now this sucker should be able to come right out now. I'm hoping I don't lose those bolts. Something dropped. I don't know what the hell it was, but I bet it was that damn gasket I needed too. Son of a bitch. All right, that's off. There's a gasket that fell. I'm probably gonna need that, but I'll be able to find it. And so this one, yeah, you want to save these gaskets, guys. So that's coming out. And one more if this thing will fit. Enough. Now, this is a probe. It's plugged in. All right, this little probe wire here, you just follow it down. It goes in. It's plugged in right here. You just gotta unplug that. And you leave that probe over there. Now this is free to come off right here. And like I said, guys, save these gaskets. I'm gonna pause the video now. You're gonna want to save these. You're gonna reuse these. I think one fell on the other side. I ain't sure. I'll find it. All right, so my dumb ass, of course you don't need that gasket. Think you're gonna need that one down there. And there's one here that I've got to reuse. Look how nasty that is in there, son. Look how nasty that is. All that carbon buildup. Look at over here. See if I can get inside of this. I mean, nasty, nasty. So we got these gaskets. The one I dropped, or if I did drop it, I don't need that one because that damn EGR is coming off. I wasn't even thinking. But let me get some stuff situated. Wait for the dog to stop barking. And actually, I can go over this with y'all real quick because this is what we're finna do. So, got this pipe out of there. There's 3 bolts across the top right here. 1, 2, and there should be, there's another one somewhere right in here. I think it's right, yeah, right there. Right behind that. 1, 2, 3, and then there's one right there. There's one a little bit farther back. There's one on the other side, directly across, and there's one on the other side directly across from that back one. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 bolts we finna have to take out of there. But right now, everything is unplugged. So when I do take it off, then bolts out, I should just be able to lift this whole thing up and out. But we'll see. Oh, whatever this is, I don't know. Let me look. Okay, it looks like I'm gonna have to pry that thing back right there a little bit in order to get to that bolt, which is fine. But I think there's 2 of them. So the other bolts right back there, you see it? So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 bolts we finna have to loosen. Okay, so I know it's kind of windy. I apologize. But this thing right here needs to come off. And so there's another one back there. It like holds this little like heat blocker thing on. Yep, get this. So get you some pliers. I can't really see nothing. The sun's so bright. Damn, boy, on that son bitch, son. I broke it off. But part of the story is pull that son bitch off, and then there's one back there. You got to pull it off too. So you just pull them things off. Well, now I see this carpet can come off. It came back. The other one's got to do the same. And then I've got to, I don't know if I should, let me see if I can just do it with these. This got to come up. I don't even, yeah, just rip that son bitch off like that. I broke it. You don't need that. And then pull this off where you can get I might have to get some Lil nose. There we go. So now you can get to the damn, bolt. It ain't focusing, but there we go. All right, so next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set my camera up on this tripod and reroute this to get it out of the way, and then I'll move on to taking all the bolts out of this. All right, guys, I'm sorry about the wind. It's windy today. I tried to do it yesterday. It was even windier. I'm ready to get this shit done. So now I'm gonna cut these off, okay? Damn, son. bow up on it. All right. I figured the dikes would be better, but I was wrong. I don't know where that went. Now I got to cut this one too. All right, now these should just slide off. All right, so I'm going to take this apart. All right, that's apart. Now this is going to come apart. All right, I'm going to wipe up this dried ass coolant. Take this off. Take this one off. No, I'll leave that one. So now you got this metal barb. So what you're going to do is you're going to reroute this. It goes in there like that. Okay. And then it goes to this one. New pipe, new strap right there. New strap right here. Jam that sucker in there like that. And then you tighten these damn straps down. I don't have to do that on film. All right, so next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these bolts off. These are 8mm. This one right there that we plugged that plug off of is a 12, okay? And I think the one in the back on the left's an 8, and then the one on this side is an 8, and the one on the back is, I think it's two different bolts on that back one. There's a wire on top of it with the undo, and then there's a bolt, and I think it's a 12. But once I get this sucker out of the truck, I'll tell you what it is. But I'm just literally gonna go through here and break all these loose. You know, I can do this off camera, I'm pretty sure. Bust all these loose, and then, you know, when I get it out of the truck, I'll put it on the ground and explain everything. And this I'm gonna have to take off too, but I'm gonna go ahead and loosen all my bolts and get them out of the way and let it just be sitting on there, and then we'll do this little thing, and then it should just lift right out. So forgive me for not filming taking 3 bolts off right here, 4, 5, 6, 7. Y'all can do that shit, but when I get it out, I'll show you. Okay, so I got them all loose. See that one in the focus? See that one in the back there? It ain't really focusing. Not the first bolt, but the second one. There's 2 right there. So you gotta take that top one off, and then there'll be another one just like that underneath it. And then I've gotten that one. There's one right there. I loosened here, or here, and here, there, and then the one in the back, and that's all of them. So I'm gonna loosen this last one back there. I just wanted to show you how it was. There's 2 bolts on that one, or 2 nuts on that one bolt. So it holds that little ground wire or whatever that is. I don't exactly know what that is, but you got to take it off, and then we'll figure out how to take this stuff out of the way. So we'll be back. All right, kind of wanted to show you, you know, you got this little wobble socket right here with the number 10. You can put that so it don't fall in anywhere. You see that? That nut's the one I'm getting off to pull that wire off, or that little crimped on thing. And then there's another nut underneath it, but it's been kind of a pain. You got to get it on there, and it ain't like you can just keep twisting. You got to find the direction that it's going to let you. Yeah, that ain't it. There it goes right there. Now I'm going to have to bring my wrench back to this side to get again. So I have to keep working it back and forth. But it's almost done. That's the only one that's a pain. Just thought I'd let you know. Okay, so also I'm running into an issue. That thing on top of that bolt, that little ground, that's metal, and I can't get it off. So I'm going to have to stick this screwdriver back there and pry it off. I've been fighting with it for about 5 minutes. I can't get it. My damn hand's too thick to get up in there. Done cut the shit out of myself. But also, there's a little tab right here. You just got to pull that out. It just holds the wire down. And also, this 8mm on this black, it's got to come out too. So take these out, pull this up, get some more room. I'm fighting with that. I'm just gonna stick my flat-headed screwdriver back there and try to pry it off. I've been trying it. I'm about to just get some damn dikes and cut the sumbitch or something. But that's where I'm at right now. And then we'll have to take this off to get more room, and we should be good. All right, I couldn't ever get it with a screwdriver. So this is what I've been, hey, I ain't got no room. This is why I got this big ass, long ass 1/4 inch drive extension and just put it up under there and just been doing that. And I can kind of rest it on this piece right here a little bit and just, that's all I've been doing. So it's the only thing I can think to freaking get it. About to piss me off. But anyway, you just got to find something to pry it up. All right, what I finally did, I put it on this right here. This plastic was able to pry it up. So you just pry it up. All right, so now I'm just going through, taking these bolts out. Be hard to do it one-handed, I think, but unscrew them, then you just pull these bolts out. I'm just setting them right there. I got that back one out, and the last one I got is this one right. Might have to put the phone down and get it, but maybe not. We'll see. Fuck. Got it. All right, so now I'm thinking I've got to maybe cut this little line right here, this little zip tie, because it was holding that onto this, which is coming off. So got all the bolts out. I got to take these two out, and then I'm gonna loosen this. We'll figure out how to do that, and then we'll pull this sucker out. All right, y'all, now it's time to take this off. I'm sorry about the wind. I can't do nothing about it. I'm waiting on my microphone. Anyway, so there's a white, can you even see where my hand's at? Yeah, there's a white clip right there, and there's one on the top side. You have to push in on them and pull up on the pipe. I'll see if I can set the phone up where you can maybe kind of see. I really don't know, because I can't see a jack thing anyway. Let me see about right here. All right, that looks good. So basically, I'm gonna get under here and push these white clips and just at the same time pull up. All right, so it's pulled up. So now it's got out of the way a little bit. So good. All right, now I don't know what to expect right here. Like I said, I ain't never done this. But I got everything disconnected. Most everything's up out of the way as good as it can. I know there's probably gonna be a little coolant, and I'm sorry about the fucking wind again, but it is what it is. I can't do nothing about it. I might block it off in the video and just put it silent time lapse or something. I don't know, but the wind, I forgot this bolt. But this sumbitch should just, there goes all that coolant, you hear it? Good thing I got that damn bucket down there, hello. If you drain it, it won't do that. But I'm catching most of it, so I'm just going to let that drain a little bit. So she's still draining. I don't know how much is in there, but it seems to be a good bit. Get this stuff out of the way. Still draining. Now I should be able to just get this thing up out of here. I don't know how heavy it is. Pull that sumbitch out of there. All right. Okay, so now I'm just going to go through here and wipe down the mess that I made. So I made a mess, obviously. Just kind of tidy up your air. Ooh, that stays on that cut. Quit being a puss, son. So, you know, look at this inside of here. This is gonna have a plate on it, but I mean, look at that shit. I'm gonna get me a dry napkin. Clean all this out, you know, best I can. So, get that clean. There we go. Clean up most of my spill already. So I'll get my belt light down a little bit. If she squeaks, I'll just hammer her harder. She'll finally shut up. But now it's pretty much done. So we got to put the block off plates. I don't know if y'all can, let me see what y'all are looking at. I'm gonna just take it off the tripod real quick because I might have to. Okay, so you put your block off plates, that big plate goes here. Now you can get a deadhead plate where it just goes on top of it, or you can get a plate with 2 holes in it. It's a pass-through plate. The way I understand it, the pass-through plate's a little bit better because it lets the coolant go through, up and then through. It's designed like it's supposed to do. But the deadhead plate's just fine. I think they say that you might get, I'll go in here. So this is the pass-through plate. You see, you put this gasket down, there's a gasket goes in, you put this down, the coolant comes up and then back down through this end. The other kind of block-off plate is just a straight deadhead plate. It doesn't allow the coolant to flow through. Either one will work. I think this one might, I think I read like, it might help with heat like 3 to 5 degrees, which ain't really a lot. But I've had this one for 2 years. This came with the piping kit. I'm just gonna use the pass-through one. So I'll get my tripod set up and we'll stick all these O-rings in there and then we'll get this sucker dropped on the truck. But first I'll bring that EGR in here and show you the bolts and everything. Okay, so I still got some coolant leaking out. Awesome. Anyway, the 3 long bolts, boom, boom, and the other really long one, boom. Okay, your first one with this nut on goes on top right there. All right, it's got the thread sticking out the top. These 2 right here, they're just normal bolts. One there, one here. And this other bolt with the thread sticking out goes here. I don't have the nut with me, but there's gonna be another nut on top of this one. I can't remember if it's this is a 12. I think the one on top of it was a 10. So if I remember correctly, damn, fly just bit the head. It's either 8 or 10, 8, 8, 8, 12, 8, 10, and then 12 and 8. But if not, those are the directions where they go, and the only one that's going to be kind of a pain. So you're going to, like this one, you can do straight socket. I had to have a wobble socket deep headed on this one to get over this thread. This one I did with a regular socket. I had to have a wobble, or a universal, like a T-socket here as well. And this one I had to use the wobble socket as well. So there you go. Okay, see if I can explain this somewhat. So you got this, okay? This O-ring's gonna go in there like that. Once it's on there, you know, you set it on them 2 holes. Coolant's gonna be able to come up through here and out the other end, or vice versa. I don't know what way it comes. Then this has these two notches right here. Put them notches on there, and then you're gonna get your longest ones, and they'll go through here like that, and they'll thread into the block down there. And then this, you put this on there, tighten it up, make sure your O-ring's on there, and that's gonna block that off. Then the one on the top right is gonna be this one. It's got an O-ring, so you'll put this on there and thread it in, okay? And this one right here is gonna go to the one on the bottom, and this is an adapter. They don't all come with this now. So this is gonna screw in here like this. And then this is for if you wanna check your EGTs. So what you'll do is you'll unscrew that, and then that'll thread into this. And then you plug it in and it should be EGT probe 1. We're gonna find that out though. But most of them aren't gonna have this adapter, and this is too big to thread into this. So what you gotta do is you gotta go to your DPF, and you're gonna have to pull the first probe closest to the downpipe, and it should be the size that fits into this. And then you'll just be able to use the other end and plug it in. But before the video's over, I'll walk you over to mine and show you. So basically you just don't use this one. You just go to your DPF, undo it, and it screws right into that. But I don't have to do that because I got this. And another thing, I don't know this for a fact or not. I'm trying to do a lot of reading. We'll find out if my truck starts throwing codes. But if I do monitor my EGTs, I don't know if not everybody plugs it up or not. if you got it plugged up and your truck's like running limp mode, it won't work or whatever, it's because the computer's trying to tell it that it's too hot. So you just unplug that shit. It's messing with the computer basically. But I know a lot of people use the first one off the DPF, and I'm gonna see it when I start my truck, and we'll see what it's at. But I know that a lot of people don't plug it in because it messes with the computer or something. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'm just giving you all the options. All right, guys, once again, I'm sorry about the wind. I got the O-ring in there. This hole has to go where that one is, so this is just gonna go on just like that. And now this will go on like this. Make sure it's clean enough I wiped it off. So that's gonna go in there like that. And then I'm gonna take and screw all these in. So I'm gonna put the camera down and I'll get it almost done, and I'll shoot the camera again when we're tightening it up. All right, guys, so this is a 3/16. These ones right here. You ain't got to break it off. Just get it snug. It's got that O-ring, so once I feel it kind of a little bit of resistance, I'm gonna just chill on it. I might snug it up a little bit more. That's kind of fighting me right there, so that's tight. And then this one is a little bit bigger. It's gonna be a 1/4 inch, I believe. Let me pull this up and see. So yeah, that's a 1/4 inch. So 3/16, 1/4. I'm gonna tighten that up off camera just because the wind's probably gonna be annoying as hell. All right, boys, we got that one done. Now this one with the O-ring is gonna go right on top of this. Put the 2 bolts on there. I'm not gonna film that. Damn. You can't do that. Turn this sumbitch off. Put that on there, and the other bolts are all the same size. There's 4 bolts left. They're the same size. So make sure your O-ring's on there. Stick it on there. Tighten it down. All right, we got it on. Push this back in there, and then pop that thing back on. I heard it click. It's good. So now the only thing we got left is this right here, and you're gonna have to reuse the factory gasket. You see where it says Ford Moco or Fomoco? That went just like that to the top right. So I got to get that other one, and we'll put it on there. Okay, for this last one, this is the no limit one. It goes like this with the gasket, blah blah. Well, I was looking at my other kit, and it doesn't need the adapter. It's already been welded on to fit this bigger probe one here. So but I'm still going to use the no limit one just because everything else is no limit. I don't even think they make block off plates anymore though. But basically, you don't need this because they've already welded this on here to fit that. So, but I will still show you. Well, let me get my flashlight real quick. Okay, so if you do have a block off kit that has the little hole like that, that probe won't fit in it. So I got so much junk in the house. Okay, so got my DPF filter right here. Okay, what you're going to want to do is, I'm pretty sure it's going to be this probe right here. It's got the same end that would clip into the truck that's already on it. So you just, instead of using the one that's on that little pipe, you'd come to your DPF filter and take the first EGT probe off, and you can just swap them out. So you'd put that one on the block off plate instead of the one that's on the EGR, because the threads on this one are going to be small if you don't have the adapter. The threads on that EGR, the little tube over here, see, it's a lot thicker, so it'll be that size, the one off the DPF. So hope that helps somebody. Okay, so before I go over to the truck, I'm gonna do this here. I've already got a crescent wrench and busted this loose. So take that out. I'm gonna wipe that off, and I'm gonna stick it down in there and tighten it back tight with my crescent wrench. Okay, I'm just gonna wipe this soot off with this, and then that way I don't have to fight getting the crescent wrench down in there when I've already got it on. So it'll just be ready to plug in at that point. So I'll pause it and show you the finished product. Okay, there we go. Probe sticking out the bottom. Remember, gasket, then this, then the bolts. And then all I gotta do is plug it in, and I'll video that. But let's roll. Okay, last thing Got the probe hooked up. This we unplugged from right there. So just plug that shit back in. And I'm gonna put the intake back on. I showed you how to take it off. I mean, 4 clips and the damn, right here, the O-ring thing right there. And you're gonna have to plug this back in, of course. And then zip tie, like you just zip tie all this up out of the way. I'll do that off camera. But that's the whole damn job. At least I think it is. We'll find out as I'm trying to suck up another Duramax or something. But damn, I ain't had no damn latte breaks today. Your boy been busy because this shit had to be done. I tried to do it yesterday, but it's even windier than this. So I'm gonna put the intake back on and we'll start her up and see what she does. Let's roll. All right, so I'm in the truck, about to start it. I think you are supposed to disconnect the battery cables. Oops, I didn't, the negative battery cables. I didn't do that. So we'll see what happens. I doubt anything's gonna happen, but just before you start the job, you're supposed to disconnect the battery cables. But let's see. So I turn the key right now and finna crank it. And I lost a good bit of fluid, but once it filters through or whatever, I'll bring it back up to max. But I want to go over here and make sure I ain't, you know, leaking anywhere. I feel no leaks, nothing like that. So I'm gonna get on my EasyLink real quick and see if I can see what the EGT temp is. And I'll try to show you all that too. But I'm gonna let it just chill for a little while, and I'll drive it down the road and we'll finish this video out. Okay, so I looked all over my EasyLink. I can't find the sensors all jacked up, and what I've been reading is in order for it to read right on my EasyLink, I'm gonna have to use the one off the DPF. But I got company coming over today. I'll probably just leave it like it is for right now. If it starts throwing a code, I'll just unplug it where it's not telling the engine that it's overheating and I'm about to, you know, pull over or whatever. But I'll do it tomorrow after work. I'll probably finish this video then. All right, y'all, I got it all figured out. So this is the probe that was in, you know, that was from the factory that was in there. The EGTs, I mean, when I pulled it up on EasyLink, it was throwing like 2,300 degrees. It was like way off. So I got to researching and I figured out what you got to do. So, and I'll show you what it reads on the EasyLink afterwards. So like I said, you got to take the first probe from your DPF. I showed you all this yesterday, but it's the probe I was taking off yesterday. So you got to take that probe. Damn, I got more shit than. So take the probe off. That one won't work. You got to take the first one from your DPF and put it, you know, put it there and plug it back in where the other one went. So you got to swap them. And when you swap them, it'll read right. And I'm gonna pull up the EasyLink real quick on my phone, and I'll get another camera and show you the EGT temps and how they're correct now. So if you want to be able to monitor your temps correctly, you're gonna have to get the probe from your DPF, the first one. So let's roll. All right, so I checked it and it's still low. So I'm gonna put some more coolant in it. Obviously it's, you know, I have this one right here. Everybody's gonna be like, oh, use Motorcraft, whatever. Motorcraft had the orange kind at first. You know, this is supposed to be compatible, but I'm gonna take all the orange and put the yellow out anyway. I'm just putting this in for the time being. So, you know, after I drove it to work and it was fine and it's still reading low. So, you know, you guys are gonna have to check and fill it up as necessary. So I'm just gonna add this for right now. I'm gonna add the rest off camera, but just so y'all know, I added some. But I drove it to work today and everything, keeping the thing on the temperature. No, it's not, you know, back up to where it needs to be. I'll do that off camera, but if I didn't add some on camera, I'll be like, oh, you didn't show that step. So there, I added some. But I'm probably gonna take all this out, drain it from the 2 drains, fill it up with water, start the truck, drive around, come back to the house, drain that, and then fill it up with yellow. So that's the plan, but for right now, that ain't what this video is about. So let's check out the temps. All right, boys, I'm gonna show you how to check your EGT temps once you've swapped the probes. So once you get into EasyLink, what you're going to want to do is you got a bunch of different selections you can press. So you just press one and you can scroll through to get whatever you want. You're going to have to scroll through to find EGT sensor 11. Okay, I'm sitting here idling right now. It's $3.98. So find EGT sensor 11. It's not EGT sensor 11. It's EGT sensor. It's bank 1 sensor 1. That's what I read. If that ain't it, I don't give a shit. You're not gonna be able to, it doesn't say 1, it's gonna say 11, bank 1 sensor 1. So just sitting here idling right now, 388. So let's take a little trip down the road real quick, see what we roll up to. So it's working perfectly now. When I had the one that was originally there in the factory spot, it was like 2,300 RPMs. It was not right. So this is 100% pretty, I mean, it's accurate as hell so far. It ain't like I got a thermometer down there to check, but it's working. So right now I'm about 2,000 RPMs, going 40. So I'll just wide open throttle it real quick. And way up to 1,100, 1,200. I'm back off it now. Now I'm just coasting. So it gets hot quick, so you need to watch it, you know, especially if you towing stuff or whatever. But right now I'm cruising at 60, just chilling. About 1,300 RPMs, 630. I'll bump it about 3/4 throttle a little bit. Oh, there she rolling up. So it gets to 1,000 quick. I don't know how high you can go. I think 1,300 is, you know, you don't want to really go higher than that. Don't quote me on that. You know, figure it out yourself, but that's just what I think. So right now I'm cruising at 59, which I'm really going, or 60, I'm really probably going 65. So 700, shit, you know, we got to hear the freedom every chance we get. Oh my God, X Games. Oh, thought that was a cop, but I got lucky. Anyway, moral of the story, EGT sensor, you want number 11, that's how you find it. So it's working good, relatively easy to do. So you've got to swap those probes. Oh, your boy just did get lucky. Bye. Anyway, so that's it. All there is to it. Real simple. Got to hear it one more time. Oh my God. Anyway, pulling back up to the house and we'll conclude this damn video. All right, that's pretty much, you know, all I got for the video. We went through step by step. I hope I didn't skip nothing on y'all. I hope I didn't. I got like damn hours worth of film. Well, it's like an hour and a half worth of film. I'm gonna have to edit down to probably under an hour, but who gives a shit? I like to show y'all what to do, how to do it, because I don't know how to do it, man. You know, whenever you try to, I get so aggravated. You're on YouTube trying to figure out how to do something, like, oh, how do you tie your shoe? And you're trying to learn how, and the son bitch starts with his shoe tied and says you got to make 2 knots and that's it. And you got to piece together 13 damn videos to figure out how to do one damn thing. So I hope this helped you, man. If I forgot something where you know, I'm not no damn pro. I don't know how to diesel mechanic. I don't know shit about diesel mechanic. I know how to watch YouTube, and I know how to somewhat try to make a video to help other people for the same damn shit I'm looking for. So look, if this video helped you in any shape, way, or form, hit the sub button, hit the like button, man. If the sumbitch didn't help you, you're full of shit, and hit the sub button anyway. So anyway, appreciate y'all watching. Till next time, God bless, man. And I do want to throw a shout out to my boy Motorhead. He's got another Super Duty channel. If you don't know it, check it out. He's got a lot of Super Duty content as well, but his video was probably the best one I've seen on this. And his video helped me a lot. So, and like I said, I was never going to do this mod. I just did it because I can't fit the piping kit, with my EGR in place. If not, I'd have just left that sumbitch unplugged and rolled out, and, you know, till the damn cows came home. But it won't fit, and I want to put the piping kit on. So that's the only reason. If I didn't have to have that piping kit put on, I'd have just left it unplugged. But anyway, I just wanted to say appreciate you, Motorhead brother. Good video you made as well. But anyway, like I said, y'all just keep watching. You know, you got any new ideas for other videos, let me know. I'll try to do it. And don't ask me no technical shit, because I don't know. Like, I got people emailing me like the most technical shit in the world. Like, I don't know how to do none of this stuff. I just learned by watching and reading, you know. So, yeah, don't ask me no technical shit. I don't know. I ain't going to sit here and tell you I do. So, that's all. That's my rant. Later.